Today, I want to share something personal with you, how I think about and deal with rejection and failure. Look, everybody deals with rejection, and if you've ever started your own business, as I have, you probably deal with it more than others. When you fail, the first emotion is always pain, right? It just stings. It's not a great feeling. It's hard, and it's a feeling that I want to avoid, and I think most people want to avoid. And that's really the crux of the issue, because if you're trying to avoid the feeling, you always have the option of not trying at all. That option's out there, and it's a surefire way to avoid the fear of failure. In my most recent failure, something really interesting happened. I was able to get a little bit of information about why I failed, about what I could have done differently. And when I got that information, I had a really interesting experience. I had a second wave of emotion. And this one was really one of just pure joy, the joy of learning. It was like a light bulb went off. It was like, aha, that's the problem. And when I look back and compare the feeling of pain, of failure, and compare it with the joy of learning something new that I can apply, it's not even close. The joy of learning just completely trumps that feeling of failure. So all this honestly has given me a brand new perspective on risk taking. If you're considering doing something risky, ask yourself, what would I learn if I were to fail? Really think about it. Like, what could I juice out of a failure in this risk? What you're trying to do is create a win-win. If you succeed, awesome, you win. But even if you fail, what you're going to learn is going to be so valuable that it's going to keep you going. On the flip side, if failing is going to have no learning value, then maybe it's not a risk worth taking. If you're like me, a little bit risk averse, but have a real joy of continuous learning, I'm telling you this hack works. Try it. You might learn something.